Hi, I'm Philip Trinnell, here again, creator of the OpenHeart.tv. My son is my cameraman, Simon. Simon, say hi real quick.
Hey.
And at my left side on the ground here is my dog, Macy. Macy Beagle, we call her. So the crew is here, ready to get going. Again, I'm going to be hitting on the season that I'm in. The season I'm in is one of poise. Spiritual poise, that balance between the spirit and the flesh. That is a real difficult thing for me to get with. Here, I try to be a funny guy most times. A lot of times I will describe myself in the following manner. Bald, left eye, blind eye, diabetic. I think that's a humorous way of describing me. Sometimes I say big belly, bald, blind eye, diabetic, left eye of course. And some people will tell me, why do you say that about yourself? And I say, calm down, I'm just being funny. And as one person told me, there's always a certain element of truth to humor. One of the things I found to become good with me was to admit certain things before the Lord God in a confessional tone. Well, this is what I wrote. God, I masquerade myself to others as a man of good morals. I hide my moral failures, my corruptedly darkened heart from others. I could not hide from you that I live with an attitude each time I morally fail, I screw up. I act as if it doesn't count in the grand scheme of things. I abuse your grace. I violate your offering of divine forgiveness just to keep this charade up. I continue to hold back portions of my heart from your light, your truth. And I know I'm wrong by doing this. Here's the key thing. To be authentically, robustly, open-heartedly, transparently me, my heart has to come out. If I'm holding back things, well, guess what? It's a charade, it's a sham, it doesn't work. It simply doesn't work. 53, I'm getting it now. I call this like my theatrics. When I try to get over and with my heart closed, it's an act, it's play acting, it's theatrics. Call it theatrics is self-help. And I sort of pretend to be a man of like a stand-up guy. I pretend. And I've gotten used to acting the role. Whether it's true or not, who knows? I'm too much into the acting. Now I want it to be the truth, my open heart, truthful. And what I've learned is that in Matthew 6, now I'm going to Bridges, my favorite translation, Message translation. If you're interested, this is Matthew 6, verses 5 to 15. Key salient thoughts. It says like this: do you think that God sits in a box seat? Do you think that just by being an actor, he cares about this? No. In verse 6 it says, just be there simply and honestly as you can manage. Boy, that's the key right now. As simply and honestly as I can manage today. To come before y'all and just simply say that, you see, I'm not going to resort to attention getting devices, sort of like, look at me, I'm a train wreck of a man, all the stuff that happens, and believe me, there's elements in my life that are a friggin' train wreck. I'm not going to present that here. I'm going to present the upside. And here's part of that. You see, God overlooks the theatrics. He goes right into the heart. He knows where I'm coming from. In Ephesians 3, verse 21, he says he does this not by pushing us around, by working within us through his Spirit, deeply and gently within us, probing, wanting to know, so we know. And here's one of my fears, right? And I give it to the Lord God. It says, this is picked this up off the internet. It's a very cool thought. He said, do we really need to know what we're going to let go of? Do we really need to know what we're going to hang on to? Can we do it in faith without being able to see it, or how, opening our hearts is going to play out? What does that mean? Essentially, it means this, that do I really dare to let God be to me all the things He said He would? Am I always going to say it like this when the Spirit of God moves me? Yeah, Lord, you're right, but. See, going back to Matthew chapter 6, it simply says that, prayer is oneness with the Father through the Son. And this prayer that when I get with God, right, what happens is that me thing, my thoughts, that which screws me up, past thoughts, those things I don't even know if I'm letting go of them, is it working or not? They fade, and I'm in His presence. So, today I want to tell you, I've seen what God can do like Elijah, right? And sometimes scares the hell out of me what He can do in my life. And He lets me run away a little bit. Not as far as Elijah did, but He lets me run away. Then He comes back at me and He simply tells me, take care. Be easy on yourself. What's so bad about what you're now looking at? The power of your God. The power of your God to change you lovingly. The power of your God to shape, mold your life in a way that's like transforms you. It's all good. It's all good. Well, on that note, again, we'll just simply say this. God, I conclude it in prayer. God, I want to thank You for another day to walk the world You created. I want to thank You for the opportunity to be the man of a balanced continence of spirit and flesh that is here in front of this handy cam that my son is recording me on. Lord, I want to thank You for delivering me from me and putting Your Son in my heart. Lord, grant me the opportunity today to share this understanding with others. Well, we wrapped it up. Third video, hoping it's going well. We're going to blow this up. And I want to say, adios.